Good morning, everyone. Well, the dollar is little changed in Europe Monday morning, with most currencies pretty close to the same levels that prevailed at this time Friday morning. The dollar's largest gains were against the yen, as Japanese stocks performed well overnight. Dollar yen usually tracks the Tokyo stock market. On the other hand, the U.S. currency was lower against the Scandies, particularly the Swedish krona, following better than expected Swedish manufacturing confidence data on Friday and ahead of more Swedish data later today. The Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar continued to be weak, along with Chinese equities. Now, the economic picture background to the currencies is beginning to change. The news from the U.S. last week was fairly weak, including an unexpected fall in core durable goods orders and a big drop in consumer confidence. U.S. consumers' opinion of their government hit the lowest level in the 50-year history of the survey, and only a quarter of households expect their incomes to grow over the next year. On the other hand, the German IFO index still indicates moderate growth, although it did fall for the first time in 6 months. And flows into European equities are at record levels. It looks to me like the fundamentals that had underpinned a stronger dollar have now shifted. And the U.S. currency, I think, is likely to remain weak until we start to see some better data from the U.S. We have a light calendar data today, but a heavy one for the week as a whole. Here in Europe, there's only second-tier indicators out today. These are Italian business confidence for October, which is forecast to decline slightly from September. The Swedish retail sales for September, they're expected to accelerate a little bit from August, which could boost the krona further. And we also have the trade balance, the Swedish trade balance for September, which is forecast to have risen sharply, although these data aren't seasonally adjusted. Later in the day, we've got U.S. industrial production for September. That's forecast to rise by 0.4% month on month, the same as in August. U.S. pending home sales for September are expected to see no change on a month-to-month basis. That would be an improvement from the drop in August. So those two figures could boost the dollar, but of course, that's September data, and September was before the government shutdown, so people are likely to put less weight on it than usual. As for the week as a whole, the big event, as you probably know, is the FOMC meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think virtually nobody on this planet expects a change in the currency policy, maybe, although they could raise the quantitative easing, but I think really the debate will probably center on whether to institute a more formal rule-based methodology for changing policy in the future versus the current discretionary system. But we probably won't know about that until the minutes are released in a couple of weeks. For more information, including technical analysis on the major currency pairs, please read the full comment on IronFX.com. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google+ to get more trading ideas. This is Marshall Gittler, head of Global FX Strategy at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.